name is JJ and this is the Electro-Harmonix 8-step program, a step sequencer, something you would not typically use with an electric guitar. You would see it in the rigs of a keyboard player, somebody who plays a synthesizer, or a producer who uses digital audio workstations, but it's a very inspiring piece of gear when used with the guitar and other effects pedals, and you can really have a lot of fun tweaking this one. Before I'm going to show you what the pedal can do, please allow me to explain what step sequencers are. A step sequencer doesn't really do anything by itself. It doesn't have a voice of its own. Picture this. You're playing your guitar into pedal X, and pedal X is running to the amplifier. Then pedal X allows you to control certain parameters by means of an external expression pedal. And of course, you can do that by rocking your foot up and down and change the parameter gradually. A step sequencer can do the same thing. You can plug it into the expression pedal input, but then you don't get a really gradual movement, but you can get and create movement by programming certain steps, 8 steps in the case of the 8-step program. And that is a sequence that is repeated. That's why it's called a step sequencer. There are some other parameters like rate, which is the the tempo of the sequence. There's a parameter called glide that you can use to slide in and out of notes, and there's a tab divide function. As you can see, it's got 9 sliders, 8 to let you set up your sequence, something like this, and this 9th slider controls the rate, or in other words the tempo. If I take it up, the tempo LED is going to start blinking faster. If I take it down, it's going to go slower. It's got an expression CV out that you use to plug the 8-step program into pedal X. It's got a MIDI in so you can synchronize to a MIDI clock, expression in so you can use the 8-step as an expression through, an FC jack that lets you plug in this cute little 8-step program foot controller that you can use to scroll through presets and save presets. And then it's got 2 buttons. One that says tab divide, so you can set it to dotted 8th notes, triplets, regular 8th notes, 8th note triplets, 16th notes, and if I tap it again, all of the LEDs are lit, and that means you get 32nd notes. Expression mode, with this you can set which parameter the external expression pedal is going to control if you're going to use one. This button is also really important. You can set the effect level like this. If I tap it again, only the GL LED is lit, so that means glide, and I can roll in some glide effect so the notes are going to go in and out of each other. Right now it's off. The direction, which is forward, and there's a couple of other modes, and this stands for sequence length. Right now it does all 8 steps, and I can take it back to 4, 3, 2, whatever. Now let me just tap play. You can see that the 8-step is doing its thing a little faster. And I can hit it again, and now it's stuck at step 4, so that's why there's a reset button to take it back to 1. And you can use tap tempo to control the tempo, so right now it's pretty fast. Okay, so now I've got my guitar plugged into the Electro-Harmonix stereo talking machine, which is basically an envelope filter that allows me to create human vowel sounds by picking harder or softer. Hear what the pedal sounds like. Here's a straight amp sound, no effects. So nice and clean. And when I kick it in, it sounds like this. Now notice that the sensitivity knob is almost at 3 o'clock. So that means that it's quite sensitive to my pick attack, and when I pick soft, you can see the sweep level LEDs are sort of off, and when I pick harder, they're going to go on. So you can actually see how hard you're picking. Okay, it's also got a built-in distortion that I can switch off. Now, I can hook up an expression pedal, a foot pedal like a wah pedal, to the talking machine to control the envelope, but I'm going to use the 8-step for that. And for that I will roll back the sensitivity to 12 o'clock. That means that the envelope of the talking machine is bypassed, and I can control the envelope by means of a pedal, or in this case the 8-step program. Now when I plug in the 8-step program into the talking machine, it's going to act like a step filter rather than an auto wah or something like that. I've got this nice little sequence I've programmed. I've got my tap tempo ready. I'm just going to hit reset to make sure that I'm under 1 and listen to that, what that sounds like. Now let's just say I've set up a sequence that I really like and I want to save that. For that I will need the foot controller. I'm just going to hit the up button a couple of times and I'm going to save it to slot number 5, and for that I just have to push this button and hold it until it starts blinking. There you go, now it's saved, and I can scroll through other patterns and I can call up number 5 again by using these two switches. I've set up the 8-step program to produce a 4-step sequence to produce a very trippy tremolo type effect. Also, I'm running the amp on the drive channel, and I've put the blend knob on the ring thing at 12 o'clock to hear some more dry guitar. Here's without the 8-step. And here's with. With the 8-step program, Electro-Harmonix have once again proved that they make pedals that are truly inspiring and very different. You might not go into a music shop saying, oh, I'm going to buy a step sequencer for my guitar, but you'll see that once you plug it in and use it with, for instance, the stereo talking machine, the ring thing, or maybe a deluxe memory boy, it's really going to turn some heads and it's really going to spark your creativity. If you like this video, please give it the thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel and never miss a video again. Also visit my Facebook page, that's facebook.com/JJ Likes Guitar. See you next time. JJ out.